Dr. Stein, thanks for coming and talking with everybody. I'm supporting Rocky Anderson this election. I was just wondering, like in the future, maybe the next election, I know he said that he was willing to be on your ticket, but you were not willing to be on his. I was wondering, when you talk about cross-party collaboration, if that would be something realistic for the future.
Sure, yeah, so the question's about Rocky Anderson, who basically quit the Democratic Party a little over a year ago, saying that it was gutless and spineless, and that he was dropping out of the Democratic Party, and then decided to found his own party called the Justice Party. And we said to him, well, Rocky, we already have a Justice Party. In fact, we have a couple of Justice Parties. And you don't need to start your own party. There's actually a lot of people who's been working on a party for a while. And we found that we're in complete agreement, really, on the issues. I haven't found any issue where we don't agree. But Rocky's point was that, well, all the other parties had baggage, and he was going to start a new party that didn't have baggage. And my impression is that if you are truly an independent third party and you shake things up and you threaten power, you're going to have baggage. They will see to it that you have baggage. If you are truly a grassroots Democratic Party, there's just a lot of baggage that comes with it. And I think what you learn, Rocky has just emerged from the Democratic Party, what you learn in working in grassroots, non-corporate parties is that it takes a lot of work over a lot of time. You don't want to throw out the work that other people have been doing for decades and just start your own party because you just emerged new. So, you know, we kept saying, hey, Rocky, we got a party. Just come on and join it. You know, you could run for office in this party. And he said, nope, you guys got baggage. So we're just waiting for Rocky to come up to, you know, to come up to speed on this, to learn it's not easy. Rocky's a one-man show. And, you know, we think we got to build a movement here. It's not about a one-man band. It's about building a broad coalition. It's about running candidates at many levels of office. It's about building a real organization. It's not about one person. So that's kind of what the difference is between our campaigns.
Kshama, did you want to comment?
It was sort of specifically directed towards Dr. Stein, so I mean, I won't add to what she said about, you know, the specific thing. But I do want to, I mean, I can see the spirit in which this question is asked. I mean, in the sense that I'm assuming that we are, and I hope we are all thinking about the fact that there are other presidential candidates on the ballot that we don't even know about. Part of the problem is precisely what I was saying at the end of my talk, that we need the forces of the left to come together. And just imagine how powerful it would be if, let's say, you know, this year, hypothetically, if Dr. Stein was the only candidate from the left for the presidential race, and we could rally all the forces of the left towards this campaign, and, you know, make the Green New Deal a much more prominent thing, which we could do if the Green Party had larger forces with it to do that. And the point is that we have differences, of course. We can't pretend that the left is some homogeneous monolith. Of course, there are differences. You know, we are socialists. We don't hide the fact that we're socialists. But that does not mean that we are not willing to work with other forces on the left. And I think the same goes for other parties on the left too. I mean, I think there is a willingness to work, and we need to tap into that willingness. And we need to state the issues correctly for ourselves. I mean, let's realize that we are working against a common enemy, and that common enemy is the corporate domination of our country. And to that extent, I would say that for everything that you can name that we disagree on, I can name 100 other things that we agree on. And let's focus on those things and make a really, you know, turn the left into a real alternative, a real political force that can be one of the forces that is, you know, running candidates all over the country, but not only that, but using that as a platform to popularize movements and, you know, drawing especially the youth layers into the movement. And in terms of Rocky Anderson, I would say that also there were some other issues. I mean, I don't know, maybe he he changed his opinion on that, but at first he had this whole idea of reaching out to both the left and the right in a way that didn't seem to be working. I mean, in the sense that there are a lot of individuals who think that they're conservative, but they may not. I was remembering Jill Stein's son's quote that a lot of the conservative people may be just uninformed or misinformed people, which I think is true to a degree. But we should not be blind that there are other people who are genuinely right, and their agenda is not our agenda, and we need to be clear about that. We need to be honest about that. So yeah, anyway, I'll stop there.